Very good evening, my dear students. If you see today question paper, very easy and some questions are very moderately given. So that means in 2023 JEE question papers you will get same type of question papers in coming examination also. So here today I will discuss some memory based questions, some questions sent by students and some questions sent by some other magazines. So that's why today question papers is given, so it is memory based question papers only. So if you see question papers session 1 and session 2, these two question papers are very easy and moderately, that most of 80% of questions are related to formula and concept. Those students are very strong on formulas and concept, definitely you will get more than 99 to 100%. Okay, so upcoming students, those students are ready to write next session, so you should be practice important formulas and practice some numerical problem related to that formulas. Okay, so based on memory orientation, one question is given. See here, one is the concave lens and other one is the convex lens. So here, when parallel rays incident on the concave lens, where you will get image, parallel rays incident. They given refractive index is 1.75, that means 7/4, and radius of the curvature is given 30 centimeter. Okay. So when parallel rays incident on the first convex lens, here parallel rays incident here like this, where you will get image. So we know lens formula 1/f is equal to mu minus 1 into 1/r1 minus 1/r2. So here this is the first curvature, r1 equal to infinity, and so if I draw the radius like this, so you will get, so radius is in this direction, light rays also same direction, that means R2 is positive. So R2 is equal to plus 30 centimeter and R1 is equal to infinity. So mu value is given simply 7/4. This value substitute here, 1/f1 is equal to, if you simplification 3/4, and this value 1/infinity minus 1/30. So here 1/f1 is equal to simplification, you will get minus 1/40, that means focal length is given 40 centimeter. So that means you will get image this side. If you take origin here, you will get image at 40 centimeter, first image. This image act as the object for another eyepiece, for this one. Okay, see here, when this is the curvature f2, 1/f2 is equal to, so same formula 7/4 minus 1, here this is the first curvature 1/30 minus 1/infinity. If you substitute here, f2 is equal to simplification 3/4 into 1/30. So here f2 is equal to plus 40 centimeter. So that means here plus 40 centimeter means, so from here to here 80 centimeter. They given this problem, this is the 40 centimeter. So from here to here 80 centimeter, and so image, where you will get image here, exactly focal length. So from here to here you will get somewhere like this. This is the 2f distance, that is the 80 centimeter. Image will be formed at 80 centimeter. Thank you, my dear students. I will explain one more problem. Okay, next problem. See here, two springs arranged as shown in figure with mass m. They are asking what is the time period. That springs is given based on memory orientation problem. See here. Two springs, each of spring constant K and mass M. Okay. They are asking question time period. See here, most of students, if you observe this diagram, they simply thought like that this is the series combination. But actually wrong. When two springs are connected to same body like this, these two springs should be connected in parallel. You should be remember. So don't see and don't judge yourself. When body is connected like this, two springs are connected like this, you should be remember these two springs are in parallel. Okay, in parallel combination, effective spring constant K plus K equal to 2K. Next, see here. So here time period. So this is the formula orientation problem. Those students are simply remember this formula, time period of the load, time period of the spring. T is equal to 2 pi root m by effective spring constant. This value substitute here. T is equal to 2 pi root m by 2K. So this is your answer. Okay. For next problem, I will explain. Next problem, it is little bit moderate to difficulty problem. See here, they given one hollow cylinder. That hollow cylinder length is given 1 meter. Coefficient of resistivity is given 2.4 into the power of -3 ohm meter. And inner radius is given 4 centimeter and outer radius is given 8 centimeter. They are asking question, what is the effective resistance? This is the difficult to moderate question. See here. So in this situation, simply I will draw one imaginary cylinder like here in this position. So here this small cylinder thickness is given dr at a distance radius r. The length is given L like this. Okay. See here, based on the formula, so resistance small, I will take this portion. So here small r is equal to rho. So this is the dr by area. Area can be written as 2 pi L into r. Okay. Now you see here integration. I am using integration here. From where to where? So inner radius is given R1 and outer radius is given R2. Is it right? Now you see here R1 and R2. Radius here. So integration dr can be written as R. So this value here rho is a constant. So here 2 pi L also constant. So inner radius is 4 millimeter and this is the 8 millimeter. Now dr by r. So resistance is equal to rho by 2 pi L. So here already in mathematics 1 by x dx can be written as log x. So same like that here log r. If you substitute here this values, r is equal to rho value 2.4 into 10 power minus 3. Sorry, here limits is important. So this is the 4 centimeter, this is the 8 centimeter. Okay. So divided by 2 pi into 1. So here log into millimeter is given. I think this is the millimeter. So that means 10 power minus 3. I will convert in SI system. 10 power minus 3 minus log 4 into 10 power minus 3. So after simplification, you will get answer like. Okay, thank you my dear students. Just data changes but formula never changes. So that means method you should be remember. So why? Because of this question is given memory orientation. Just I want to explain method how to solve the problem. little bit data will be changes, may or may not be changes. This is the little bit difficulty question. Now I will explain one more important problem, important model also, that given from the current electricity. They given circuit like this. Battery is given, resistance is given. They asking question, find current I1 and I2. First you calculate effective resistance. After that voltage. So resistance and voltage, so you will get current. V is equal to IR formula. After that you split. So here 5, here 20. Current is travel 1:4 ratio. That is your answer. See here, I will tell you how to solve this problem. First I will calculate effective resistance. So here 2 to you will get 1 ohm. In parallel combination 2 to 1 ohm. So if you observe here, this is the 20 and 5. So that means effective resistance, that is the R. So simply effective resistance is 4 ohms, here 1 ohm. Okay. Now effective resistance 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 4 ohm, 4 ohm, 3 ohm. So here if you calculate here, this is the 4, 8, 10, 14. So that means 14 ohms. Problem is very easy, but little bit tricky type question. Next, voltage is given here 24 volt. So total current V by R, effective resistance, that means 24 by 14. So that means here 12 by 7 ampere. This 12 by 7 ampere split in 1:4 ratio. Why? Because of here current is inversely proportional to resistance. Here low resistance, more current. Here high resistance, less current. So that means current is travel 1:4 ratio. So I1 is equal to here I1 is equal to 20 into simply calculate like this only, 12 by 7 into 1, that equal to 12 by 7. Next here, sorry, I1 by I2 is equal to, here current is inversely proportional, so here 1, this is the 4. Now simplification, so I1 is equal to 1 by 4 into I2. So this is the method to calculate current I1 and I2. Okay, this is also completely memory orientation question. So that's why method you should be remember how to solve this type of problems. Okay, next one more problem. See here, if you observe one more problem, so that problem is given magnetism and magnetic field. Magnetism and magnetic field. What they given magnetism and magnetic field? This is the one circular coil. This is the one circular coil. At the center, magnetic field is BC. And the radius is given, this is the R. Now, at a distance, X is equal to R. So, magnetic field is BP. Now, they are asking question, what the ratio of magnetic field at the center to R distance? They are asking question like this only. Okay. So, this is also completely formula orientation. So many times I explained this type of problems in examination, previous examination problems also. So in classroom also I explained same type of problem. See here. So here, what is the magnetic field at a distance X for at a distance X? So formula mu naught N I. So here distance is, radius is R square by 2 into R square plus X square whole power 3 by 2. At the center, BC is equal to, X is equal to 0. That means mu N I R square by 2 into r square whole power 3 by 2. After simplification, mu ni by 2r. Okay, now they are asking question, what is the ratio between these two? So simply BC by BP. Is it right? So this value, if you BC value substitute here, mu naught ni by 2r into this value substitute here, x is equal to r value. X is equal to r value substitute here, 2 into r square plus r square whole power 3 by 2 divided by mu naught ni. After simplification, BC BP is equal to, here 2 cancel, this value cancel. So here this value can be written as 2, this one also cancel, 2, 3 by, like this only. So BC by BP is equal to, so simply 2 root 2. So this is your answer. Okay, this is very easy problem. So if you see in classwork and other materials also, definitely you will get same type of question. Okay, next problem given from the waves. So if you observe, y is equal to 0.05 sine 2x minus 4t, the velocity of the wave. So if you compare with the standard equation, the standard equation y is equal to a sine kx plus omega t. Here amplitude is represents 0.05, k is represents k is equal to 2 and omega is represents 4. So velocity of the wave v is equal to omega by k. So 4 by k, that equal to 2 meter per second. This is the very easy problem. Okay, just you remember formulas and concept, definitely you will get good score. Okay, next I will explain another problem. Okay, next problem. It is the question taken from the electric field and charges. Okay, see here. This is the one type of easy to moderate question. Those students are very clever students, are more IQ level, that student will get answer very easily. And average student or below average student, they wants to try same type of problems. They wants to try in examination centers. See here. So actually this type of question, what they given, two charges Q1 and Q2, they are arranged in one type of dielectric material K. So distance is D. It expresses the force between these two charges is F. Okay. Now what they given here, now this dielectric materials is removed and they are asking question, if same force, I will get same force, what is the distance? So that means, so F is equal to 1 by 4 pi k epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by D square. So here same force but air, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, so Q1 Q2 by D dash whole square. So same force means comparison between these two. If you observe here 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught K Q1 Q2 by D square is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by D1 dash whole square. So here Q1 Q2 cancel. Next here 4 pi k 4 pi 4 pi epsilon naught 4 pi epsilon cancel. So finally you will get k d square is equal to d dash whole square. So both sides multiply the square root. So d dash is equal to root k d. So if distance is increased by root k times, again this force both are equal. So those are very clever student and very hardworking student. Simply when they observe this type of questions, they will searching for options. Why? Because of earlier in classroom, so many times that type of students are good students are practice this type of questions. Okay.